Hey everybody, welcome back to Let's Play The Binding of Isaac Rebirth. I'm Nye, and this is The Lost. Does it surprise you that I'm playing more as The Lost? I really hope it doesn't. I've been playing nothing but The Lost recently. I've been losing a lot as The Lost recently. I'm amazed I didn't just lose as The Lost recently, just the way that I just casually maneuvered myself over those spikes. Last run was not a fun loss in particular, just because we did have to deal with two Gertie Juniors, and they kicked my ass. Really irritating, just because they just kept charging. I had no chance, really. At least I didn't think I had a chance. So hopefully we're not going to have a repeat of that. We are going to get SMB Superfan, which is amazing. Giving me an all-stats upgrade is always an awesome thing. It definitely makes me feel good whenever I get one of these things. So hopefully there'll be more of that in the future. We also picked up a number of good items in the last episode. There's a number of good runs that just basically prove that I can't play this game worth beans. Which I don't think is... There we go. I really should have moved earlier, but I thought I was going to be hot shit, and I was going to, you know, dive between the Mullabooms, and, you know, we're going to do stuff. And what I should have done is I should have, you know, moved a long time earlier than that. The fact that I didn't die just now. I had no right not to die just now. We get yet another Mom's Perfume. This item is about as common as... I don't even know. Like, I don't know an item that I've seen as much as this as recently. We've gotten this about 4 times in about 20 runs. Or maybe 3 times in 20 runs, but still an abnormal amount. And it seems to frequently... Okay, so that just happened. He's supposed to be feared, and he runs literally right into me. Doesn't sound like fear to me. That sounds like aggression. Sounds like anger. I'd love it if fear just did what it feels like it should do. They want to stay away from you. Not run right into you. That feels not like fear. I'm just going to reset because stem cells is terrible. Okay. Get ourselves a penny. Okay. We get... Wow. That's... Why are things cracking? You know, I think what might be going on in some of these rooms where that happens is that those items were not set down exactly the way that the game would want them to be. And as such, when they spawn, you know, they're against a wall or inside of a wall or something, and the game goes, oh, well, you can't be there, so let's break you. I'm really curious if that's actually how that happens. Curse of the Maze really loves throwing me into this room. Just coming in here in the off chance that we get some bombs, something like that, and then I can check to see if there's a secret room immediately above me. No such luck. We do get the Empress, so we're going to have a little bit of an easier time with this boss than we maybe otherwise would have. Don't know if that's necessarily going to be needed. Actually, with the Haunt, that's definitely going to be needed. We're going to go ahead and use Shoop to Whoop on him if I can actually get him to full Haunt. Now get killed by the mini Haunts, and I do. I'm not even sure if you can go... If the main Haunt hurts you while he's in incorporeal form like that. I've never tested it. I probably should. Mom's Knife right off the bat. Both a blessing and a curse. A blessing because we get a lot of damage right off the bat. A curse because... kind of relegates me to short range, which I'm not very happy about. In addition to that, it also means that Brimstone is not going to be quite the effective dealer the way it would be. Still, probably an upgrade off of basic Mom's Knife, especially with the Knife Storm, but I don't think it's going to be quite as good as a normal Brimstone would be. Justice is going to give me a Troll Bomb. It's a shame. So the question is, what can the game give me that will synergize well with Mom's Knife? Well, big answer would be, let's see, this is Perthrow and Sue's Vision. Let's go ahead and use it right now and make our way over in the leftwardly direction. What could the game give me? Well, the big thing I think we're going to want right now is we're going to want damage upgrades, most certainly. What we're also going to want is probably... I think I'm going to go down. We're going to clear this floor because it shouldn't be too hard with Mom's knife. Now that I said that, I'm going to die horribly. Hey, Faith Up's nice. I think what we're definitely going to want to see is... he was actually firing when I killed him. Which is scary. Because that means he should have killed me. But I think we definitely want to see damage up, and then we want to see a Magic Fingers. Mom's Knife gives you a considerable damage up, I think. Unless it's been reworked. It might have been reworked. I thought it was a big damage up, and it just hits a couple of times when it hits. It might be that it just hits a lot now. I'm not quite sure. Okay. Not seeing any bombs, which is kind of a shame, because we have a lot of places to use them, and wouldn't you know it, there's one. Okay, so I'm not sure how Libra is going to affect Mom's Knife. It's going to massively increase the range, apparently. Which I think is probably very good for us. Damage probably got cut down. But I imagine we're probably still doing good. Definitely going to want to go look at that shop right now. Especially with the money we just got. If I can get Humbling Bundle, I'll definitely take it. Magic Fingers is an insta-buy for me right now. And then we'll see how much damage we actually do. Definitely hoping for a small rock at some point. Any of the all stats upgrades are high on my want list. Okay, so we're still killing really fast right now. Just let that thing blow up. And here we find an Eternal Heart that I can't do anything with. There's Magic Fingers. So that's excellent. We're going to see how much damage we do with one shot Magic Fingers first, and then I'm going to continue fighting normally. So Magic Fingers is not doing all that much right now. I don't know if that's a product of Libra at the moment, or if it's just our damage is not actually all that good. But it's available just in case we get a really good run going on. Stem Cells rears its ugly head. There goes one Larry Jr. There goes two Larry Jr.'s. Pageant Boy making the next shop viable. Or Magic Fingers. You know, either way. So there is a damage upgrade in my near future. The pack giving me damage plus tears up. I'm going to go ahead and do another Magic Fingers test on the next room that we have. So it's definitely enough to kill the mini poops, but not much is needed to kill the mini poops. A single all stats upgrade will do that. So it looks like our damage is pretty low right now, thanks to Libra. Yeah, our damage is actually really low right now. So hopefully we'll be able to fix that in the near future. And pop that open. Yes, I know, I should have picked up Burnt Penny first, but wasn't thinking very much. Okay, what do we have in here? Anything good? Nope. Okay. So, we definitely want damage. Damage is definitely a thing that I think we're going to need. Just want to blow that up, just get it out of the way. What do we have in here? Instant pop. That was really excellent. We're just going to go ahead and do this real quick with the hope that we find ourselves a magic mushroom. 40-hour energy is pretty okay. Pretty Fly, on the other hand, is pretty awesome. I'm definitely happy with getting Rainbow Baby. Just for the increased, just shots in general, just the increased everything off of Rainbow Baby is pretty excellent. I'm almost tempted to go into this, this room down below me. I think we will, actually, because... Whoa, okay. Because it's a very easy win. Unfortunately, we got absolutely nothing out of it, but I only ended up using about 6 cents to clear the entire room. Our damage isn't terrible. I would have liked to have some slightly less frightening moments in that fight. Because there were definitely some frightening moments there, especially when the first magic fingers didn't kill the gas bags. That was definitely one of those moments I do not want to see again. One more. We are definitely a scary time right now. This time between damage and, let's go ahead and just do that real quick. Take out majority of my enemies, and then we'll move in. Black Candle, is it worth it? Probably not in this situation. Or instead, we're just going to move on to our boss fight, who is going to be the Fallen. Hopefully I can use this knife to just kill him real quick. I'm so glad that didn't hit me. Okay, come on. Pretty awesome. Get the nail. Don't really want it. This is probably going to be Krampus, but, Krampus. Called it. Okay, come on, no, just die. He died. We got a lump of coal, which just gives us some extra damage over distance. Or maybe it's just an extra +2 damage. I can't remember exactly how lump of coal works on Mom's knife. That said, extra damage of any sort is definitely appreciated with the run that we're doing right now. There's Mini Mush, which is actually pretty okay. Doesn't feel like it actually did what it said it did, though. It said speed plus range up, and I actually feel, if possible, even slower than I did previously. So I don't think that did exactly what it said it did. Only 2 bombs left is... Oh, right, that's why I didn't want to come back into this room. Only 2 bombs left. That said, Mystery Sack is pretty good. I think we're just going to leave at this point. I don't see much reason to stick around. The knife looks actually bigger than I am. Ah, there's our other room. Not worthwhile. Okay, so we do have a pretty okay run. Just gotta remember that if I'm scared, press the spacebar button. It'll probably help. What's in here? Nothing worth fighting that particular fight, I don't think. I don't remember what that exact fight is, but, given that it is a, boss trap room, probably not a fight worth fighting. Let's go figure out what type of bedroom this is. Now that we're a little bit later in the game, bigger floors, things like that, I think we can definitely get the bombs together to go into a clean room, which we have. So let's go ahead and see if we can find the bombs that we need. Took us 4 shots to actually kill everybody in the room. And a couple of them are still alive because they were that type of enemy. What do we got in here? 3 golden chests. It's going to give me the bombs I need. There's Abel. Get that out of the pool. Lots of money. And lots of bombs. So let's go check to see what type of room we have down here. Could be good. It's a crawl space. We knew it had to be. It's callous, and that's just not useful at all. It's a shame, but it's there. I'm going to go ahead and donate some money. Just a couple of cents. I'm very tempted to go into the boss room, but I'm very scared of the potential results of that, and I was really hoping that would not happen. Okay, that's really my fault. Really very much my fault. Yeah, I mean, that's very much a my fault thing. I was actually waiting with the hopes of, like, I was worried about the shots that they had just shot, and I thought he was going to shoot again. And I thought, if he jumps at me, you know, Mom's knife will definitely take him out, right? Like, that was the thought that I had. And then Mom's knife not only didn't take him out, but, you know, we just ended up dying on that. really shitty room. Wow, and that was a really just crappy way for that to happen. Mr. Boom is not my favorite starting item, but it's a decent one. It gets me a little bit of that start. I think what probably is the worst about that run is that run had all the hallmarks of really going off as a great Magic Fingers run. We had the damage, and we had Magic Fingers. We had the money, and all it would take was just a little bit more damage until I would just be, three-shotting bosses with it. Can we get it again? Oh, certainly. The things we got in that run, we could totally get again. But it's just really sucky that we lost them in the first place. Especially after me saying, if this turn, if I get worried, press the damn button. And that's really what I should have done. I should have pressed the panic button and just gotten rid of the greeds. It's just stuff I'm going to have to learn is, use these tools of mine. If I don't have them later on, that's one thing. But if I die while having that tool, that is a huge loss on my part. That's a major screw up. Just wanted to make sure that I actually got the charge from this room for it. Got some keys, not enough money to really go to the shop, so we're definitely going to skip the shop, and this is why I wanted to make sure I got the charge from the last room, to make sure that I had Mr. Boom available for the next room. Might not be able to use it, but, we can try. And this should be really easy to use. So that's half of Dingle's health right there. And that's exactly why I wanted to use it. I just wanted to, make Dingle's life a pain in the ass. What's really what I'm really trying to figure out is Dingle looks like a gigantic turd, right? Where the hell did Dingle get teeth? I can understand, the eyes maybe being, raisins or something like that, but the teeth just scare me. It's like vagina dentata all over again. That's a frightening thought. Your turd has teeth. I mean, everybody's kind of frightened about that whole potential monster coming out of the toilet, right? Well, what if the monster was in you and ripped its way out of you by way of teeth? That's just terrifying. Also, Magic Mushroom, great pickup. That's what the last room was missing, honestly, was Magic Mushroom. If we had gotten Magic Mushroom, we actually another Curse of the Blind. Well, that's fun. If we had gotten a Magic Mushroom, that would have been actually a damage multiplier that would have made Magic Fingers just this gigantic, ungodly, powerful item. I think Libra was also hurting Magic Mushroom because it was causing our damage from Mom's Knife to lessen. So, that's something we got to think about. If we're going to be doing a Magic Mushroom run, or not Magic Mushroom, a Libra run, we don't want to be running Magic Fingers, and probably vice versa. Wow, that sneeze almost got me killed. Would you stop trying to kill me, please? Okay, our item is going to be Sad Onion. So that is a Tears Up that contains no negative effect. So no damage down. And that's kind of important to us. We definitely want to retain as much damage as possible. Wow, that could have been very, very bad for me. Let's go ahead and try to push this guy out to not have a repeat of that particular incident. What does our room here have in it? Bunch of chests, and I'm 100% okay with that. So we just got a bunch of consumables, bunch of money. So this is the money run thing that's going on for us as usual. Okay, that's maybe that's a misnomer. Not as usual, because we don't always have money runs going on. We very, very frequently do not have money runs going on. But it seems that the Lost gets money runs more often than other characters. And it's probably just because I do so many runs. Ah, it's right here. It's probably just because I'm doing so many runs as the Lost that I think this about this character. Okay. Black Candle's great. The other item is Mom's pill bottle, or sorry, Mom's coin purse, that I will not be picking up. Burnt penny, giving me more bombs for the pennies I pick up, is pretty awesome. Okay. And speaking of, I mean, kind of just ended up happening. Let's go ahead and use a bomb just to blast Monstro into the past. If he jumps again, we'll go ahead and do it again. Doesn't look like it's going to be needed, though. Monstro goes down. Matchbook comes up, so apparently this is just the bomb run. And inside of our deal with the devil is Judas's Shadow. It's not good, so I'm not going to take it. It would be good if I was actually if I wasn't worried about having a lost run. But we need to win as the lost. Judas's Shadow turns us into a dark form of Judas. It is actually Judas. If you win, it's a Judas win, not a win for the lost. And so that's our major problem with that item. We don't want it for that reason. So I'm willing to potentially forego my deal with the devil chance in favor of getting something else. I need to remember that I can go behind the heads for that particular room. This room is kind of terrifying just because those bombs could end up going anywhere, including into my face. And this room is even worse, actually. So we want to kill as many of these guys as possible, as fast as possible, to ensure that I don't have to deal with much of that. Unfortunately, they won't kill each other. I wish they would kill each other. Did that one just fire off red? I thought that guy was firing off green. I'm not going to ask. I mean, I know I did just ask, but I'm not going to ask again. Okay, that was really helpful. Okay, what do we have in here? We get Gemini. I'm happy with Gemini. Gemini is my friend. What do we have in here? Not worth it. The only time I'd consider that room is if there were 3 red chests, and even then I'd think twice. Which doesn't really mean anything to anybody because, you know, typically, even after I think twice, I go in there anyways. This room shouldn't be much of an issue because we can just sit over the gaps. Not going to bother with the poop just because it seems risky. We're going to go fight whoever our next boss is, which is going to be the Hollow. Should not be a particularly tough fight, especially with Gemini just eating them. No deal whatsoever. 2 of diamonds. We'll just go ahead and use that right now. Speed down is not the biggest negative we could be seeing. I definitely want to go to our shop. With this much money, I think our shop's definitely where we need to go, especially on Catacombs 1, which is going to be our last guaranteed shop, as opposed to, say, agreed. So I do think it's probably terribly important that we go. Past this, though, I don't think there's anything we're going to need from our from this floor. Puberty. And I'm going to keep with what we have. Well, I can pay 15 cents for 3 bombs, which I'm not going to. So let's donate a bunch of money to the shop. Basically until the shop stops us. And then we'll leave. So kind of an uneventful run so far, I think. It's just turned into, you know, me hoping that we're going to get a deal in the very near future. Now, there is one argument for saying that I really should be exploring this floor on the off chance that there is a, let's just go over here. Thought so. So I really probably should be exploring this floor on the off chance that there is a potential goat head on this floor. Very true. I'm not sure the risk is worth the potential reward. And I hate saying that, but, you know, we could possibly get goat head elsewhere. We could possibly die on this floor. I'd rather continue with the hopes of getting another item later on, later on. We have a somewhat powerful run going on. I think that I'm not necessarily justified in continuing, but I think you know, there's arguments for what I'm doing now, which is just trying to take the safe route, get off the floor as soon as possible. We're going to do this because I'm an idiot. I can't remember who the second boss is. If it's Peep, we're dead. But with 3 red chests on the line. Oh my god, how am I still alive? Let's get rid of these chargers, get rid of the chargers, get rid of the chargers. Okay, I don't know who's next. The Haunt. Okay, we need to open these up, but quick. If I had known it was the Haunt, I wouldn't have done it. And I died to the Haunt in the same way I always do. One shot to the Haunt. Probably not the best choice, but it's one of those choices that I just feel like I have to make, because that could always be that one chest, you know? The Guppy that we haven't seen in like 80 runs. The deal with the devil that has brimstone in it. Like, it could be any number of things. And yeah, we're probably guaranteed to deal with the devil anyways, but it's one of those, if I can get it now, that speeds me up. The problem is I can't just go, I can't just say, well, let me, let me wait till I have a teleport card, because we never get teleport cards. We get a crap ton of High Priestesses. We get a crap ton of, Empresses and Towers and, you know, basically all the other cards. The teleport cards, like the 3 teleport cards, are generally nowhere to be found, so I can't just wait for those. If they were more common, maybe. Or teleport... oh, wow. Or a teleport item, a teleport pill. But... Can we have Curse the Unknown and not Curse the Blind? I'd like to know if I need to reset my run before I pick up the item. Didn't feel... I mean, I could have gone up or down. Never mind. I could have gone up or down. Man, this is just like the blast room we just fought inside out. Okay, Pyromaniac. So bombs and explosions will no longer hurt us. At least as far as I know. It's a good effect. They won't heal us like they would in a normal game. Obviously, because we don't have health. But they will help by making it so we take less damage off of them. Less potentially meaning none. I kind of want to drop a bomb in here just to speed this up. End up working out just basically exactly how I would have hoped, and I didn't stop short enough. Okay, well, so much for that. You know, I knew he was going to shoot diagonally, so I thought maybe if I stop right here, I'll be underneath him enough and not have to deal with that other spider too. And that's exactly how it didn't happen. I don't know if I'd gone far, maybe if I had gone further into the corner, I would have survived, but I think I still would have gotten hit by it, because I think that's the way the hitbox works. It's my assumption. I might be wrong. Oh god, I'm getting so used to these long episodes that have absolutely no progress. I'm getting used to it, and it's sad that I'm getting used to it. It really is. That's not a good sign. So with Bobby Bombs, our first thing. So these bombs, I never really use them for this purpose, but they technically home in on enemies, so they'll actually get close to enemies, kind of like homing tears, just a very slow effect. I don't really like them. I mean, it's a free 5 bombs, and that's about all I use it for. Forget Me Now could be really good if I can use it for one thing. Namely, once I beat the boss and go into the devil room, immediately use it, so that way I can get out, or we get another floor. It should be another floor 2. which would give me another item. So, you know, deplete the item pools, potentially get some more useful stuff that would keep me alive, and potentially another deal to Devil. What I don't know is if, I think floor 2 just will always have 100% Devil Room chance. I might be wrong on that. But I don't think it thinks of this. I don't know if it thinks you had another Devil, like, room in order to, you know, like, make you, in order to prevent you from getting another one. What we're also going to look out for, and okay, wow. I need to remember to not go to the left against these guys. What I also need to potentially look out for is, instead of doing it immediately after fighting the final boss, or fighting the boss, maybe do it after I go see if there is a curse room, because this would allow me free curse room access. Luck up is great. Tears down is not. So we've got another Dingle. Oh, wow. I thought I was going to be behind that poop. Wow. Okay. I legitimately thought I was going to be behind that poop when it shot. That's why I didn't move. Because I'm like, you know, that shot will hit the poop, not me. No. No. Apparently that's not how it happens. Me, I'm just cycling so we can get an item room. Okay. And we'll go with Mom's Eye. Normal basement. And I guess that was me looking at Dingle more than I was looking at the actual situation at hand, I guess. You know, looking for when do I need to be aware of its... I was waiting for the dash attack is what I was really waiting for. You know, when do I need to be aware of the dash more than, you know, do I need to dodge this? I don't even think I was looking at the bullet until it hit me. They're terrible mistakes, is what they are. Like, there's no good answer to, you know, why did you make this mistake? Why did this happen? I don't know. It happened because I'm bad. Not sure how I feel about Mom's Eye, honestly. So I'm not going to go flying into the middle of a group of enemies and use it to, you know, use it to hit multiple... Wow, okay. That guy just skipped right into me. Oh, yeah, we're not going to do that. I'm not just going to go running into a group of enemies and just let the eye take care of both sides. I'm going to, Oh, good. This is good. This is good. Okay. Well, that took care of 3 of them. Yeah, but I'm not going to go running into a group of enemies, so unless I get something like Brimstone, which will then fire from both sides, I'm still not going to be... Like, I'm still not going to use it for that reason. So I don't know. It's a very weird item to pick up. I think the big reason I'd want it is for the Loki's horns. I mean, I think that's really it, is so you could get the Loki's horns effect if you get Mom's Eye and Loki's horns, get the guaranteed 4-way shot. I think that's exactly what I would hope for. Moot point now, of course. But I wanted to continue my thought. Kane's other eye is pretty much terrible. I mean, I don't think it's going to provide really anything extra to this run. Is it a lost cause? No, not at all. It's a little bit of potential extra damage that'll do a little bit of stuff to enemies. And that's... The problem here is, you know, the word little. Because it's not really ever in a spot that it will help out. It's not really ever doing much. It's just kind of... It's just going to be kind of there. Oh, I just walked into that. Okay, that's fine. Let's go find ourselves another item room. Okay, little Brimstone. I mean, really, the thing is, it doesn't... Oh, wow. So it was a Mullaboom that had suicide bullets. That's shitty. It really doesn't matter what we get. I'm not a good enough player to really take advantage of most of these things. Like, really, honestly, we should have had that with Little Brimstone, at least outside of the first room. But that was a Mullaboom with freaking suicide bullets. There was... Or maybe destroyed a suicide bullet fly or something. I didn't even see exactly what caused the bullets. And at the end of the day, though, it was a Mullaboom with suicide bullets, and that's what ended up killing me. It wasn't the Mullaboom itself, it wasn't the other Mullabooms, it was that one exploding. Or that one exploding something with it. I, again, didn't exactly see exactly what happened. But, so that would have happened. Wow, I have never gotten Skeleton Key before. That's the first time we've gotten that. Oh, and the keyhole is now bigger on your forehead. Interesting. Well, maybe we'll get Guppy's tail, and that'll become useful. Have to hope. That room to the left there is probably just a self-sacrifice room. That's what that room typically is. Okay, that happened pretty much exactly how I was hoping it would. Was dropping the bomb to really blow up the Tinted Rock, but the reason I was waiting so long is I was kind of hoping that Larry Jr. would start coming in my direction. That way I could get it to blow him up with the bomb. It surpassed all of my potential expectations by blowing up the entirety of Larry Jr. with that one bomb. So that was really better than I could have hoped. Toothpicks for the tears and shot speed up. Larry Jr. poops never seem to give you anything, so I'm not going to even bother blowing them up. Curse of Darkness on the Cellar is generally a bad thing for me. Let's go ahead and pop into this curse room, because I completely forgot that I have the, I have teleport. Didn't get anything really useful out of it, it looks like. Pinky Eye. Not necessarily a bad room. Range up is pretty good. Speed up is also good. That ended up working out pretty nicely. We also have a ton of money, so I'd love to see our shop sometime soon. I've got to remember that even though we have red tiers, we do not have a lot of damage right now. This is purely a cosmetic effect associated with toothpicks, not associated with damage. Which is a shame, but you know, we can always get the damage to match it. I'm amazed that I was able to dodge that. I was not even actively trying to dodge it, it's just something that kind of happened. I drifted lazily to the left, and these are Stormtrooper style spiders, apparently. We're going to go ahead and just fight our boss right now. Blighted Ovum hopefully will not be particularly hard, just got to make sure I stay out of the way, and I'm never parallel to the baby, which shouldn't necessarily be the hardest thing in the world. Just got to remember that he will chase me. Okay, growth hormones giving me damage plus speed is awesome. And it's yet another Judas Shadow. We're just going to say no, and we're going to move on. Now, we definitely have increased damage now, which is good. And our speed is pretty excellent, borderlining on too fast. There's our shop. At least I think it's our shop. It's probably our shop. I don't really anticipate that being a library. Unfortunately, it didn't really give me anything I want, so we're just going to go ahead and donate down to 15 cents. The good news about all these runs is that we're donating a lot. Now, we are most certainly on the lookout for specialty rooms. And not limited to just our item room either. There's plenty of good rooms that we could get. There is our item room, though. Just gonna go ahead and pop this guy as soon as I can. He's taking an awful lot of shots, and I'm not happy about that. These spiders are moving way closer than I would appreciate seeing. Just gonna hope that this item room contains something really good in it. I'm not sure exactly what I would really want in this item room. Range down. Fine. Number 1, tears up, but reduces range to minimum. That hurts, actually. That's a really painful, painful thing. On the other hand, Infamy is definitely going to help. But yeah, our tears rate's up, which is nice, but the range down is really bad. We're going to need to get that up. I really kind of wish we had gotten this before we had gotten some of the other upgrades we've had. It's fine. We should be able to keep on trucking. I'm just a little bit not happy. I'm also not happy with the continued Curse of Darkness, because this is the floor that typically gives me trouble when I have Curse of Darkness. Because everything seems to be dark in color here. Okay, we got some spiders, and more spiders. Teleport my way out into a room with boomfly, or... No, these are not boomflies. I do not know how I did not take damage there. What is still alive in this room? Oh, it's... Oh, okay. That's the boss. Do I want to fight the boss immediately? It's a long boss. It's going to be 2 bosses. Sure, we'll fight 2... I don't even know what this thing's name is. And it popped up literally beneath me. I didn't even know that was possible. I thought the game was actually set up so that couldn't happen. But literally teleported right beneath me. Which is really shitty. Like, what am I supposed to do about that? That was not me not playing well. That was literally, I got killed by a boss who did something that I had no way to respond to. I don't like that. That's one of the few times that I believe the game actively did something unfair. Regardless of what I happen to say typically about this. Now, the game is usually pretty fair about how it kills you. Chances are it was something that with skill you could have outmaneuvered. I really don't feel that was one of those times. Whoa, I almost just launched myself straight into some bullets, and that time I did launch myself straight into some bullets. Went way too close to those enemies. Back again with Bob's Curse. And this will probably be the last run. Just let that do our job for us. So let's hope this is the run. We've been getting a lot of Judas' Shadow. And I do mean a lot of it. I think it's been in, of our last, 10 Devil Rooms, I believe we've gotten Judas' Shadow 4 times. Which is just weird. And kind of off-putting. Come on, just die, please. Fall over. Cease to exist. Unfortunately, that was... Whoa. Okay, that was risky. That was our item room, so we're not really expecting anything better on this floor. Wish that weren't the case. Could always reset. Tempted to reset, but as I said on a previous episode, unless the item is worthless, I don't really feel that resetting is a good way to go. I feel that's kind of cheesy. So I'd rather take the item and just work with it, use it, as long as it's something that actually works for the Lost. If it's an item, like Infestation, for example, that doesn't do anything for the Lost. Wow. Okay, we're going to go one more, because that was too short. If it's an item like Infestation that doesn't work for the Lost, that, that's something I'll reset out of. But it's something like Bob's Curse. That does something for you. It gives you 5 bombs, it gives you poison bombs, and it's useful. For example, right now, Bob's Curse would be an amazing pickup because it would allow me to go to that bedroom. I kind of doubt I'll see it or anything like it, but that would be a pretty good pickup. And that's what makes me kind of give pause to the idea of resetting runs that I don't think are good, because Well, one, who am I to say what's not good? Right? But also, you know, the one lost run we actually won with, I think we started out with a pretty innocuous item, if I remember correctly. So, you know, you might just be giving up a run that might actually work out. On the other hand, How to Jump does not do anything for the loss, so we're just going to reset that one and go to our next run. We'll get Mom's Eye again. Fine. Again, I don't think it's going to be an item that really does much for me, but we'll take it nonetheless. I have to hope that it will turn into a deal to you know, two-sided brimstone cannon. Or maybe two-sided mom's knife. I mean, that's a little bit less of a preferable thing, but hey, you know, if the game decides to give me mom's knife, I'm not going to be amazingly upset about it. I mostly took Red Patch just for the sake of having something in my trinket slot. It's not going to do anything for me. If I get hit, increases my, has a chance to increase my damage, but, you know, if I get hit, I die, so it's not really going to help out. And on any, even with 9 lives, I leave the room. Red Patch only gives you that benefit for this room only, so it wouldn't help me anyways. I'm glad that we have so many keys. Doesn't really help me that much. I'd love to be able to find some way to get this guy up to that Bomble Rock, but no way to do it. Okay, we didn't have a repeat of that last incident where I somehow got killed right next to one of these things. Okay. Duke of Flies, as usual, probably going to die on the Duke. I don't have any bombs to make this faster or easier. I don't have really particularly fast attack speed or particularly high damage, which makes the Duke extremely difficult because I can't get rid of his flies fast enough to really damage him all that well. Luckily, he is not one of the he's not one of the champion Dukes this time, so we're not going to have to deal with you know, boom flies. We're not going to have to deal with anything of that nature, which is important. Okay, come on. Let me just sneak some shots through. As long as I can kind of keep up, you know, we're going to be fine. Just sneak some shots in to make sure that his fly army stays fairly down. And the Duke is dead. Unfortunately, all we really get is the belt. Not a huge upgrade. Kind of like Mom's Eye. Cellar 2 starts us off with the library, which gives us the usual suspects minus the one I really want. I'm going to use the Book of Revelation because it lets me fight a enemy that I know. It's going to go with the Book of Sin here. 2 gray chests is not worth a boss fight. So we're not going to do it. Got our key. Continue making my way to the right. I do not want to deal with this fly. Was not able to find, or to really, whoa! Was not able to see what type of fly he was going to be. Pyromaniac is good. Could really help out. Leave, come back in. To cycle the spiders out. Do it again. Not really getting enough money, though, to really make a run at the shop. Stay the hell away from these flies because they're so damn weird. We want to see if we can figure out where the secret room is. Chances are right there. Awesome. Money. Awesome. I know, despite our appearance, we do still have Mom's Eye. And the shop contains the battery, which I think we will take. Or 9 volts, sorry. Which will allow me to charge faster, which means I'll get more items out of the Book of Sin. Probably won't be all that helpful, but, you know, it's there. We were guaranteed the fight with a famine. because I did use the Book of Revelations, mostly because I want the orbital for protection's sake. If we successfully get a cube of meat, as opposed to the ball of bandages, I may actually go back and just specifically get the Book of Revelations. That being said, I think the Book of Sin is probably the better choice, honestly. I have this feeling that it probably gives us... I'm amazed that I dodged that, because that was not intentional. I think the Book of Sin will give us more benefit. The Book of Revelations would really just be to guarantee a Meat Boy. And, I think that we need to really stack the benefits in our favor. Which the Book of Sin tries to do, at least. That said, if we can find a better spacebar item with this deal with the devil, I will definitely get a better spacebar item. Like the Book of Belial. I'm not going to take Dark Bum, and the reason I'm not going to take Dark Bum is that it has a chance to drop a spider that aggroes me. And that chance is just not worth taking. Now, we get to use the Book of Belial literally every 2 rooms at the moment. So if I have to use it, I'm going to, without provocation. Like, if the room seems at all like it's going to be a problem, we're just going to use the Book of Belial. Like, for example, here. We're going to use the Book of Belial and immediately just kill everything. It is not worth it in this with this setup. It's not worth risking. Especially not with a 2-room recharge on a really good item. It's one of the reasons I can't figure out why, Krampus's head has a 6-room recharge when the Book of Belial has a 3-room recharge, because you can do this with Book of Belial. I mean, I guess the developer doesn't think that the Book of Belial is that good, but I think that this item is amazing. What's in here? Rainbow Baby? Not my favorite third slot familiar. I prefer Rainbow Baby be a little bit further up in the slots. Okay, let's just stay back here. I'd prefer Rainbow Baby to be like second, just because it makes it so it's a little more accurate, because it's firing just behind me, as opposed to, oh dear. I really don't like this room. Okay, we're just gonna stay safe. Okay, just use our range to our advantage. We have multiple firing familiars. Well, no. Well, I mean, yeah, the flies count. So we technically have multiple firing familiars. We're firing a lot of shots downrange. Let's use that to our advantage. Don't need that. Not really worth going into my shop just yet. Secret room could be right here. Yep. And not going to use it. We're just going to bomb it. Hopefully get 4 cents out of it. Left hand is amazing. Specifically for Guppy Chance. Not only becoming Guppy, but specifically 9 lives. Like, that's the reason I am pulling out this item. Probably going to use the book on this room. Definitely going to use the book on this room. I just do not want to have to deal with this. I'm so worried these things are going to fire. Okay, we're going to go... Wow, that fires all the way to the edge. Okay, we got to be very careful. We are not going back in that direction, basically no matter what. Freaking bats. Okay. No. Double Dingle is scary. I want everything to be exactly that. I want it to fire just like that, or I want it to charge every damn time. Every time it charges is a happy me. Okay. We're just gonna wait for it to come over here. And we'll just kill it just right here. Not gonna even have to deal. Is it dead? Excellent. We get dog food. Guaranteed deal the devil, please don't be Krampus. Excellent. It's not the items I wanted, but it is at least a decent item. Now our damage is increased. Okay, it's not worth it to go. It's not worth it. It's not worth it to go into that mob trap room. It's not worth it. Like, I knew that before I even looked, so I don't know why I bothered looking. Teleport item? Nope. And the Wub Wub Worm is similarly not worth it. Now, do we have the range to hit these guys from over here? We do not. So this is kind of worrisome. Okay, but we're behind them. Now we're fine. It's okay. We're doing pretty okay here. Oh, God. Okay. This is definitely a Book of Belial room. Okay. We're fine. If there's only one, no big deal. It's when there's four that I kind of get concerned. Now, this guy does actually fire. Just want to be away from him. What's this? Do we know? I found pills. Okay. Our item room contains lemon mishap. I'm not interested in the slightest. Not really interested in going into the to either of those rooms at all. Just stay above a gap and fire until spent. All I really want at this point is my shop. Okay. I think we are definitely going to be Book of Belialing this room for one specific reason. That's because these guys fire. They have a chance to shoot. I don't want to give them that chance. Inside of here, there's options. Is excellent. We want to find one more scent. Oh, there's a scent right outside. Okay. Remember, we don't really have much to fear from bombs. At least as far as I'm aware, that's how this works. I'm not testing it. We're going to assume that bombs don't hurt us, but we're not going to test it at all. If we reach a time when, a bomb explodes near us and we find out it doesn't happen, happy day for us. But we are not testing this theory. Oh, God, there's more. Keep on hoping that we're at our boss room, because a boss I can deal with. These endless rooms is just... it grates. Oh, God damn it. Okay, we're done. Popped up right underneath me. That's it, guys. I'll see you later.